Hey, watch nerds, it's that one watch guy. Super excited to unbox this today. This was sent over from Dave at La Touraine. If you haven't checked out their stuff, where have you been? Their stuff seems to be incredible online. I haven't held one. I haven't touched one. So I told Dave, hey, you know what? I want to unbox some stuff. I want to review some stuff. Send me some stuff if you can. And there was a waiting process, but we got it shipped over. We got it sent to us. And today you guys are going to be capturing my reaction to the watches in here. Maybe one watch. Maybe we'll save the other one for another video. I don't know. We'll see. We'll figure it out. But without further ado, let's open up this box and let's see what's inside. Let me move my calipers to the side. I always have the habit of opening things with scissors, so this time I made sure that I had a knife because sometimes the scissors aren't sharp enough, and right now I'm trying to be very cautious with this, make sure I don't damage anything inside. Again, I don't know exactly what's in the packaging or how it's packaged or what's in here. What I do know is I do know what he sent me. So let's open it up. Again, there's a receipt. If you saw my Tomlin & Co. video, there was a receipt with some of my information. So I'm going to put this over here to the side. And then we go back to the watches. So when we look at the box in here, there's this bubble wrap, which is always good, right? Some bubble wrap in here. And yes, I'm excited about this. So there were two different bracelets on the Seafarer, which is a watch that La Touraine offers. And the Seafarer comes in two different bracelets. One is like the oyster style, a 3-link bracelet, and another one is the 5-link bracelet style. And that's like the Jubilee. And that's what I was hoping I would get, but I didn't tell him. I wasn't specific about it. And I got it. And I think, yes. So I was hoping for a red dial. The crimson dial, crimson mariner red, I think is what it's called. And this is what it says right here. So it says crimson Jubilee. So we're excited about that. So let's get our reaction. Let's find out. Let's calm down. Let's take a moment. Let's take this all in. And let's jump into this watch unboxing. If you don't follow me on TikTok, you should be doing that already. If you don't follow me on YouTube, you should be doing that already as well. We're always dropping watch content, showing you guys how to find a good deal, find a good watch, and hustle, make a good bargain, make a good deal, and build that watch collection and follow that watch journey together. So as we open it up, so it's a basic plastic cardboard here. This is very Seiko-ish. Seiko does this plastic or this cardboard, white cardboard on top of their watches very often. So this is very Seiko-ish of them. However, looking at the box, La Touraine, here it says La Touraine Seafarer in the front. This gives me cologne vibes. Cologne, I look at it and I see a box of a cologne bottle. So like a US Polo Sport, something like that. But that's not a bad thing. Definitely not a bad thing. This shows attention to detail, shows quality, shows I'm not just a white Seiko box. I'm not just a black Citizen box. This looks good. So here we see La Touraine Seafarer right here. So upon opening it, it opens up right here. So I guess this is magnetic. You can hear that. So it's a magnetic lid. Let's open it up. As we open it up, it's got some writing on here. I don't know if you guys can see this writing here. I'm going to read that to you. It says, "Thank you for choosing La Touraine Seafarer with this Miyota 9015 automatic movement, 20 atmospheres of water resistance, which is 200 meters, in case you don't know, 200 meters of water resistance, and a sapphire crystal glass." It says, "Your dive watch stands as a testament of our commitment to excellence. This includes a stainless steel band, features quick release and micro adjust." That's really good. That's super cool. It says, "For unparalleled comfort, we are thrilled to accompany you on every adventure. Welcome to the La Touraine family." So Dave gave his whole interview about La Touraine and how that works. I'm probably going to be jumping on a live with him. We'll be doing some interviews. We'll see how that goes and get some questions involved. See exactly what he's thinking about the brand, where he sees the brand going, and getting all that encompassed together. But he was giving his story, the history of La Touraine and how they named it La Touraine. And it was actually a ship that was carrying over some of his family members. So that's a really cool and really interesting story. But we'll get to that more in that interview with him. So, all right, without further ado, let's take a look at the box. I'm going to show this here in front of you. Well, I kind of want to see it myself, but we'll see. Okay. So this is the box. We saw that magneticness. We saw this lid covers it. So I'm going to open it first before you guys see it. I can't let you guys get all the good stuff. Dang it, boy. Okay. Okay, hold up. First of all, I didn't even tell you on my wrist today, I have my Hamilton Ventura. This is the Hamilton Ventura Elvis 80. This is also known as the Men in Black watch, or the watch that Elvis wore back to the war. So it's a really cool watch, really nice rubber strap on here, really comfortable. It's a really cool watch. I'm going to be doing a review on this watch pretty soon. But back to the watch at hand, there was a reason why I was very specific in asking for this watch. Look at this. This thing is beautiful. This is a nice, deep, deep red. This is not like a bright red. Listen to this bezel. So it's a 120 click bidirectional bezel. So that's pretty cool. Let me see. Let me turn it all the way around. Let me make sure it lines up. Make sure there's no Seiko problems here. We know that Seiko does have that tendency of not lining up. Boom. We are lined up. That. So beautiful. Okay. So there's a lot to unpack here. The reason why I wanted this crimson red is because I just purchased the Seiko Baby Samurai, but I purchased it in black. And the reason why I purchased the Seiko Samurai in black is because I really loved the red dial. It was beautiful. I really liked it. I really liked how it looked. Looked great. The thing I hated about it was I hated that the date wheel was black. So when you look at the red dial on the Baby Samurai, you see the red dial, and then you see a black date window. And to me, that just killed the vibes because the indices were white, everything else was white, and yet you see a black date wheel. On the black version, that's fine because you have a black dial, a black bezel, so a black date wheel makes sense. But in this case, it didn't make sense. So I wanted to see how this red looked because I stayed with the desire of having that Baby Samurai. So I was hoping to get the red one. I got the red one, so that's super exciting. But I'm looking at the date wheel. The date wheel is not black. The date wheel is a white date wheel. So that's super cool. I don't know if you can see the date wheel here. Right there on the bottom at your 6 o'clock position, the date wheel is in white. So it is a white date wheel right in the front. Looks really, really good. You might see a little bit of reflection here. Nothing too crazy. So there must be some AR coating on this. I am in my professional studio and there are thousands of lights everywhere. So the fact that I have one light here, one light here, one light here, one light here, one light in front of me, one light behind me. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 lights all around me. And this is just the very little bit of glare that you're getting. That's crazy. That is ridiculous. So that's super cool. So I wanted this red because I wanted the Baby Samurai. And another reason is, you guys, if you follow me on TikTok, you will see that one of the watches that I purchased and sold was the Seiko SSK 003 or 033, the what they call the Batgirl, the blue and black bezel on the white, the GMT. I think it's 033. That watch, I wanted it, but then I didn't want it. Then I wanted it and I didn't want it. The reason why I didn't like it, I love the look of it. The look was fantastic. I am not a big GMT guy because I've mentioned this before. When I'm driving, if my vision is not 100% and I'm driving and I look down, seeing all of the hands, the second hand, the minute hand, the hour hand, and the GMT hand is a little bit complicated when I'm looking down and I'm driving on the road. I spend a lot of time driving to and from all over the area, and I travel a lot with my family. So when I'm driving, it's a little bit hard to see. So that's one reason why I didn't like it. But I thought the watch looked beautiful. I didn't like that the bezel has no clicks. So it's like a pressure fitted bezel. So you can turn it unidirectional. So you can turn it left or right. It goes either way. Did I say that right? Anyways, it goes either way. It's bidirectional, I guess. So back to what I'm saying. I didn't like that. I didn't like that the bracelet looked nice because it looks like a Jubilee. And who doesn't want a Jubilee bracelet from a Rolex? You know, that looks really good. Everybody's excited about that. But the bracelet felt like trash. And we all know that the GOAT from here in the watch world, in the watch community, is Teddy Baldassar, right? We all love Teddy. If Teddy says that we're going to buy a rock and put it on our wrist, that we're all going to do that, right? So I wanted to love the watch because Teddy loved the watch. But when I felt the bracelet didn't feel right to me. And knowing that watch is $495, yet there are a few things that I didn't like. 1, the bracelet. 2, the bezel. 3, the GMT hand. But I did like the color scheme, the colorway. I did like the white dial. I did like all of those features, knowing that it's a Seiko. But again, always with the Hardlex crystal, not sapphire. And I'm okay with Hardlex when the watch is not $500 or above. So this is why I was excited about this watch, because this watch is the Jubilee style bracelet, and I'm feeling it. And now it does have the plastic on there. I spoke to Dave, and Dave said that this was a demo, and he was going to give me permission to take off the stickers. So you guys are my witness as we take off these stickers on this bracelet, if we can figure this out. But so I was excited about this because I wanted to see what this bracelet looked like, how it felt, what it sounded like. I feel like a little bit like the Seiko bracelet was a little bit clanky. Just didn't feel too high quality. Most bracelets of Seiko watches aren't the best quality. You have to get really high into Seiko stuff to get it to feel right, to fit right. For example, that Baby Samurai that I bought, the black one, that should be, y'all should be seeing a video of that pretty soon. But that, here it is, that Baby Samurai, the bracelet feels good, but now we're stepping into a $600-700 watch, so it should feel better, right? Struggling a little bit here, but we're seeing that this watch, from what I've felt so far, is nice. It has on-the-fly micro adjust, so you don't have to. There we go. Man, look at this. So on the outside, you feel the polished lugs, or not the polished lugs, I'm sorry, the polished bracelet. But on the inside, it's got like this matte coating where you don't feel that completely. So it feels really good, looks really good. Let's throw this on wrist. Let's see how it fits on wrist. Now, this one hasn't been sized, so I'm sure it's going to fit us a little bit big. But let's see. This little mat came in convenient because we can place our watches on there without them being damaged. So let's see this. Obviously, this watch is not going to come set to time because it is an automatic movement. So depending on shipping, depending on how long it's been sitting in the box. So yeah, this is really big. Hasn't been sized, so as you can see. But let's just take a look at it on wrist. This looks fire. This thing is crazy beautiful. Let's try and let's see exactly. If I were to be sitting down at a table talking to somebody, look at this watch. This thing looks beautiful. I'm just amazed. I'm staring at the monitor looking at it because it just looks great. So this bracelet feels good. The clasp feels good. It's a milled clasp. It's not a stamped or a pressed clasp. So it's a milled. That's really good quality, especially for the price. This thing is $499. $499. I have watches that are above this price range that are definitely not within that range. They don't feel as good as this. They don't look as good as this. This thing is definitely fire. So back to the box. Let's see what else is inside because I got a little too excited with this watch. Let's go ahead and let's see. So as we open it up, in here is this pillow. This is a really nice feeling pillow. I have a watch winder that holds like 10 watches, and the pillows in there feel like this. It's like a vinyl leather-esque type of feeling to it. In here there are two pins. These are two in here, right? Yes, there are two in here. I'm sure that's for you to be able to put the NATO strap on there. Now the bracelet, it says that it is quick release. So let's see exactly how quick that release actually is. Pinch in here, pinch in here. All right, and here it is. So it is quick release. You have to really, since this is like the first time it's being removed, you really have to work at those. But I got them off. So this is the dial by itself. Let me clean this off real quick. So this is the dial by itself. Look at this, man. This thing is beautiful. Looking at this rubber strap looks pretty cool. It's also quick release. So let's try and put this on really quickly and see how this goes. Low key, I put this on backwards. Should have put this one on top. Should have put this one on the bottom. But it's still gonna give us a feel. Let's see how it feels on wrist. Wow, that feels good. Let's see what this looks like. This looks really good. I actually like the color combination of the black and this. Low key, I would probably get a red rubber strap for this and feel how it feels. It feels a little bit big. Let me adjust it real quick. One thing for sure is that it has size. This one, on this Hamilton, I am literally wearing this on the second to the last one. So knowing that right now I am, let's see where I'm at here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm on the 5th hole, and now it feels comfortable. Now it feels good. So it gives us, it has enough size to fit pretty much any wrist. That's really good. So on wrist again, let's get a shot of this and see what it looks like on wrist. Let me do a sweeping motion. Here we go. Boom. Look at that. This looks really good on wrist with this strap. Look at that. Now, if we go back to the box, here in the box, there is also an adjustment tool, or this is, a strap tool for the spring bars that are there. That's to put on the NATO strap. Now, if we look at the NATO strap, I might, no, this is, I guess this is their own brand. This is a La Touraine. I have one of these style or colorways of a NATO strap for my Omega, and feels the same. Omega has one that's $350 for this, and Amazon has one that's $35. And guess which one I bought? Yeah, the one from Amazon. And it feels good. It feels good. Feels just like this. No complaints there. A NATO strap is a NATO strap. Sometimes they're a little bit thicker, which makes it a little bit uncomfortable to wear. What I will tell you is right off the bat is this. Cool that they gave me this strap. Like it. Probably wouldn't wear it on the watch. Why? I don't think that this red or crimson red matches very well with this strap. You might like it. You might think it looks good. I'm not a huge fan of it. I would prefer it on the black rubber strap, because on the black rubber strap I have my Omega, I have a Seiko 5, and then I have the Hamilton. And I just like black rubber straps. I would do that instead of this. I don't feel like this James Bond style NATO really goes much with this. You might like that. Again, that's not me. I would definitely, probably more than likely, keep it on the bracelet. Look at this clasp, man. This clasp is just fire, man. Look at this milled clasp. Just looks good, feels good, has micro adjust on it for you to be able to just fix it on the fly. If the day is a little bit hotter, you need a little bit more room. If it's cold, you need a little bit less room. Just feels great. This is a good quality bracelet. I'll give them that. The bracelet feels great. The dial looks freaking fantastic. I'm going to get some pictures. I'm going to post some pictures on my TikTok and maybe on the community page here for the watches as well. But 200 meters water resistance, right? Sapphire crystal. I'm sure this has anti-reflective coating because, like I'm saying, there's just massive amount of lights in here, and it's not giving me any problems at all. I'm seeing it perfectly fine. So 200 meters water resistance, sapphire crystal. The movement in here, the Miyota 9015, it's a really solid movement, really easy to work on, really good and reliable. It's something that a lot of Citizen watches, actually most micro brands are leaning towards that. There's lately been a very, very bad quality control for the NH35. So a lot of micro brands, you'll see them kind of navigating more towards the Miyota 9015s. And that's just more popular of a movement. I'm glad that it's in the 9s and not in the 8s. So that means that it's a more reliable movement. I do know that Dave mentioned that even though they get set up and they get calibrated to make sure that everything is regulated at a factory when they're making them, when they still come to him right before he ships them out, he still puts them on a time graph and makes sure that they're still running within a good number. If it's not running within a good number, he will not ship you that watch. He'll simply get another watch and ship you another watch. That is attention to detail. I can't say that for a lot of other companies. I've picked up some watches that are absolute trash. I picked up watches that aren't running right and they're running completely out of whack. They're always staying behind. I had picked up this one watch that the same day that I picked it up, I noticed that it was always running 2-3 minutes behind. And I didn't know why, and I took it in. They said, oh, man, this watch is completely unregulated. And that was a brand new watch. I ended up taking it, getting it returned, got a different one. And that was the end of that story. But knowing that Dave takes care of those things, that's fire. Dave, hats off to you for paying attention to detail like that. This watch, guys, again, I haven't worn it enough to make a complete review of it. This is just my reaction to the unboxing. This thing looks beautiful. Look at that. That dial is just fire. It does look like the Seiko Baby Samurai. I like that. So this is like a mix of two worlds. So let's see if we can get this a little closer. This looks like the Seiko Samurai or Baby Samurai. I'm going to definitely have to put some pictures on here because the dial has some texture to it that looks like the wave pattern of a Omega Seamaster Diver 300. And I really like that because I have an Omega Seamaster Diver 300 and that thing was like $7,000, 6,900 and something or 6,800 and something. So knowing that I got a ceramic bezel here, ceramic bezel insert here with 120 clicks, sapphire crystal, and I have this really beautiful dial with this beautiful texture on there. This is giving me Omega vibes. It's giving me a bunch of great stuff like Omega vibes, Seiko vibes, better bracelet than Seiko. All in all, this is just a great watch. I'm really, really satisfied with what I've seen as of right now. I'm going to try it on wrist. I'm going to see what it looks like. This dial is just fantastic. I just really, really like it. What always is beautiful is always being able to see the back of the watch. Why? Because sometimes we like to take a look at the back of the watch. In this back, we see the signed rotor in the back by the La Touraine logo here in the back. So it's got a signed rotor here that we can see. There's the signed rotor right there. And there you see that Miyota movement in the back. Screw down case back, screw down crown. All in all, solid watch. Let me put it right back on the bracelet really quick and see how that fits. And here it is. This is the La Touraine Seafarer in crimson red. Crimson Mariner Red, I believe is what it's called. This is a beautiful watch. I really, really enjoy it. I've had it on my wrist this whole time and working with it, handling it, and it just feels good quality. Like I said, the bezel feels great. The dial looks great. I have experience with dev watches. They're my favorite type of watch, and this one lines up, looks good. What can I tell you guys? For $499, this thing is definitely a banger. I'm gonna wear it for about a week or two, see how it feels, see how it handles, see how the movement is, see how reliable it is. And just put it in my watch box, see how it looks in comparison to my other watches. And this might be a great watch for you to pick up. So again, shout out to Dave from La Touraine for sending over this watch. He told me I can have it for as long as I need it. He literally told me as long as it's not 6 months. So I'm going to keep it for 5 months and 20 days, see how that goes. But I really enjoy the watch as of right now. I'm sure that you guys are going to be seeing more of this later. But I'm that one watch guy, and every second counts. We'll see you in the next one.